Don't hold back, live the dream. Carve your path, let it scream. Don't hold back, live the dream. Carve your path, live that dream. The world is yours to take. Your only choice is
Hello and welcome to another episode of the CamerataCast. After years and ages and eras of not having had this podcast active, we are back, and I'm happy that you are listening to us. This is your host, Andres Marquez, director of the Camerata, drummer in too many bands, and I am here for the first episode of our new season with the incredible, illustrious Apollo 03, the world's first three-piece, four-piece. And why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Wow, what an intro for us.
That's a great intro. Well,
illustrious.
very.
I feel sexy. Ooh.
Well, you are. You're all sexy.
Well, hi, I'm Donnie Adams. I'm the singer and guitar player of the band.
Hello, my name is Luna Vision. I am the bassist of the band and also dancing erratically all the time.
I'm partly vocalist. I'm Jerry Redsun. I'm a vocalist, guitar player, and new drummer.
Awesome. Yeah, so we've had a bit of a shakeup in the Apollo 03 Foundation.
Oh, big one.
Y'all have been going through a lot lately. If y'all don't mind telling me about the past couple months of tumultuous stuff that's been going on within the Apollo 03 cinematic universe.
We've got multiple member changes.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a surgery recently.
All of you had the same surgery.
All of us
That's
had the
nutty.
same surgery. You know, we're all under the knee.
Yeah, we just had a lot of lineup changes and members come and go.
Right.
And just life in general, just having to be, we have to be like, okay, like, I know we had a plan, but now we got to stop for a second. I got to figure some shit out. You got to figure some shit out. Whatever the case would be. We'll meet back in a few months or whatever the hell it may be, you know?
And going through surgery and everything for a good month, I had to, literally, I wasn't able to do anything for a while. But everything's pretty good now. Looking forward to what we have coming up now.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked to see that you're recovering.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And y'all have actually, before the brief hiatus y'all took in the wake of your surgery, y'all were playing some Mondo shows, and then there were some Mondo shows that y'all did not end up playing. But we could cut this out if y'all want to just keep that to your street cred. Never mind. Now, and again, I'm sorry. I am a very forgetful person, but he was telling me that you either did play or were supposed to play, what was it, FurCon?
Yes.
In somewhere in the depths of Arizona.
We, it was Las Vegas FurCon, so LVFC.
Yes.
It's just fancy Arizona.
Yeah, but basically it's fancy Arizona. But we were supposed to play there, and then it was just really bad weather, very much, because we were on the rooftop stage.
Oof.
So, and the winds were very bad. So
It was
they
raining.
It was raining, so we had to. They told us we have to cut the set. So
Damn.
but you know, it happens. Weather happens. Can't really
To be
change anything.
completely honest, though, like, not being able to play a show happened probably in the best place ever, Vegas.
Yeah.
So, like, if we were out in the middle of nowhere and that happened, we'd be like, damn, we did this whole drive for nothing. You know, now we gotta drive all the way back. But then, like, we're like, oh, we're in Vegas, so fuck it, let's go gamble or something.
Yeah, at least we were in an area where it's like, okay, that was a bust, but there's other alternatives we can do, you know, for fun.
I think that's the main thing I like that we do is, like, instead of crying and bitching about it, we just always try to find the positive. Like, if something, because we've dealt with a lot of obstacles. Like, for the past 6 years that this band has been a thing, we've been through a lot of shit. So, like, sometimes you just gotta, like, shake off the little things and just, you know, don't even worry about it.
I think the part of the highlight of that show was that once the show got canceled for us, everyone's like bummed out and like, damn, I feel bad about this. But then I told them, I was like, dude, there's this one epic pizza spot. I need you guys to go. And I brought them there, and I kid you not, that made them convert to pizza.
I converted to human pizza.
So y'all were not pizza before this.
Yeah, this was
We were basic pizza before.
Yeah, we were basic pizza.
No, this is like the place is called Brooklyn Pizza. By the way, it's in Las Vegas. They have 2 locations, but they're both outstanding. And I kid you not, get the grandma's pie. You might think it's like, oh, it's just plum and just regular pizza with no meat. No, this will convert you.
I do love a good grandma square. There's a place in Long Beach. Well, that's what I've heard them called. There's this place in Long Beach I really like called Little Coyote, and they serve what they call grandma squares, and they're just huge, like rectangular prisms of pizza.
Oh yeah, that's how it was for us too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
very
similar
They're
to us,
super
yeah. Oh, I
like
guess it's a style.
fluffy and,
And-
soft.
And you know it's good pizza when the entire table is just silently.
Yeah, we're a loud group. Like even like when, we go anywhere like the restaurant, we're always the loudest group, but just unintentionally. But and then people are looking around like, one of these.
We're just
look at
having
this,
fun
shut up.
basically.
But then like it was just dead silent and just people just eating.
All you hear is just munching sounds.
just-
That's awesome.
Everyone's having an experience of their own with the pizza
It
slice
was-
they're eating.
It was the perfect timing after that happened. We were all just like really excited to do it, and then unfortunate timing, and just the weather, everything. And like I still went to the
It was a
convention.
rooftop.
It was a rooftop.
I love doing that. Like we did that at
We did at Fox
Theater.
Theater, Pomona, like years ago.
Killer.
yeah. They never invited
years
us back.
ago.
But
They didn't invite us back, but
Oh, sorry about that.
we were
I
a
mean-
shittier band back then.
we were still figuring things out. I guess you could say.
Yeah. We're shit still, but I mean like
Oh,
we polished a
come
little
on,
bit.
man.
We're the good
We polished the
shit.
turd a little bit.
We're the good shit.
We started eating our veggies,
It comes out easier. I was gonna ask too. I wanted to know about some of the highlights of the Apollo 03 lifestyle that have occurred within the past year for y'all, because I've gotten to see a couple of shows that y'all have played, but I haven't gotten to really, I don't really know what it's like for the highs when you guys are riding at the peak of what it's like to be in your band, to be your band. So what have been some of those like highlights for y'all this past, I don't know, several months or so?
I guess for me, especially for my character Luna, if you haven't seen her on stage, she's always moving and dancing in some way or shape or form. But part of it is also because like I think when I first joined the band, I was already like working out every day. I'm talking like at least an hour, just hard workout, hard sweat, hard sprints. And like eventually when I joined the band and like, okay, I'm going to add dancing became easier because I was fit enough to be like, okay, I could get through this. But I kind of regret it because sometimes there will be like a month where I'm like, oh, okay, I was kind of lazy. I didn't work out as much. Next thing there's a gig, I'm like, okay, I could do this. And then when I get out of the gig as Luna after playing, I'm like, oh my God. And, like I need to breathe. Like
some high energy.
yeah.
No, she's not even exaggerating about that. There've been times where like after a gig, like on tour or an Arizona gig, she almost passed out.
Damn.
Like,
We had to take her to the hospital.
we had to take her to the
her-
emergency room.
It was
Holy
really bad.
shit.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, partly is because I just did not eat well that day. I mean, I'm also diabetic, so when I found out why I wasn't feeling good, I checked my blood sugar, and I noticed it was like 380 and 390, and I just knew like, guys, we have to go to the hospital.
And
Like
it was-
I can't stop.
It was like a chain of events too. It was 100 plus degree weather.
It was, I think,
We were
129.
outside, yeah.
It was in Mesa,
It was
Arizona.
Mesa,
Yeah.
Arizona. We're in these suits, in these cloaks,
And with
so,
the
like,
masks.
with the mask, and like knowing Luna is either balls to the wall or nothing, so she's going ham out there. And then by the end of it, she's like, I don't know how I didn't pass out, but guys, I'm not even joking with you. Take me to the hospital now. And we're like, oh, we just drop everything, we just go. Like,
Literally, I remember too. Literally, like we like helped her into the vehicle, and then we're like, "Hey, we're gonna come back for the gear. Just put it to the side right now,
Yeah,
put
we
it to the
told our
property."
drummer basically at that time to just watch her stuff.
And then we just took
yeah,
off.
we had no time to pack it up. We were just like, let's go.
We didn't
Let's
get
go.
back, and we didn't get out of the hospital until like 4 in the
Let alone,
morning.
I think when we arrived, I asked you to get a wheelchair because I knew I can't walk straight at that point. Like it was that bad. Like my blood wasn't working.
Oh, man,
But
I'm so
luckily-
sorry about that.
Luckily, it didn't. And funny enough, it didn't even make a dent in the whole schedule. It was like a perfect like fit,
My
and
body
it's like it
just
was perfectly
basically
timed.
chugged 3.5 bags of IV and said, "Let's go back." That's it. And then I'm like, okay.
The worst thing that happened was we lost like a couple hours of sleep because we had to start
That was
driving.
it.
Because that next morning we had to start driving to the next place. But like we got like when we got home it was like 4 in the morning, like you said, and then we
We
got
had to
like
leave,
an
like, at
hour,
8, right?
maybe less than an hour of sleep because we laid down in the bed and then snap. Okay, we gotta go. Time to
Yep.
pack up. We gotta go. I was like, fuck.
But you know what though? I would say this though. We did have a lot of great time, like some really big highlights. The tour was a really big highlight. Our very first tour that week was just.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah.
Where did y'all go for the tour? Like, where were your stops?
We went to Long Beach first
Mm-hmm.
to do a session, and then we went to
Bancroft Bar.
Bancroft.
Oh, nice, San Diego.
San Diego, and then we went from there to I believe it was Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
We went to Tucson, Mesa, and then we went to.
Phoenix.
Yeah, we did go through Phoenix, and then from there we went to Colorado, and went to play at this venue called Your Mom's House.
That will never get old. I swear.
That one got
awesome.
old, but it was, and we all agree, we absolutely loved the energy and the stage presence, everything. The venue was just, they were perfect. It was a great venue.
My bad.
And,
I'm just looking for that water.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Tight.
you're fine.
But that's fucking awesome. What did you say it was?
It was called Your Mom's House.
Precisely.
He's not dissing you.
Okay,
He's
I
not
know,
dissing
I
you.
swear I'm not dissing you.
Precisely, it's your mom's house in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah,
so
that's what it's
that's
called.
precisely.
But what was it? A bar? You said?
It
Or
was
what-
it was like a legit
This is
venue.
legit venue. Yeah.
It actually has 2 bars. Like it has one bar for the
Arcade
main-
area, huh?
Yeah, the arcade area. That's more private. Like it's just if you want to drink.
Had a
That's
whole
it. And
dance
then, and then the
floor,
other side is the
everything.
dance floor area where they can provide drinks there too.
Yeah, they have like lighting and
The green room was sick.
the green room was nice. It was it was like nice and cold too.
And
It
you
was
get your own
great.
personalized bathroom. You have no idea how important a personalized bathroom is.
Fuck yeah.
But then from there we went to Salt Lake City, Utah,
Oh, nice.
and that was also very nice too. Met some great bands there, all
Sean
on the
Baker.
tour. Sean Baker.
Shout out to Sean Baker.
Shout out to Sean Baker. The band is phenomenal.
The
Great
nicest people you'd ever meet. Literally the nicest people you'd ever meet. And they are an incredibly tight band.
Yeah.
Their
Extremely.
music is like,
And also like the shout out to the other bands that opened for us during that tour.
yeah.
Every single band there was great.
Shout out to
They were
Angel
great.
Food.
Shout out to
they've
Angel
been,
Food
They've been
as
coming
well.
to California a lot, and it's really nice that we're also going to them and they're coming to us.
And they
that's
get
so
us a
cool.
lot of the gigs we've always wanted. Like, we're
Mhm.
playing Gilman in August.
Yeah,
we
so-
wanted to play Gilman since we started the band.
It's our first show back as a 3-piece actually too, like a full on 3-piece. We're playing August 3rd at 924 Gilman. So that's gonna be an interesting event.
Gnarly.
Off the
Yo,
bucket list.
that's sick. I'm stoked for y'all.
Yeah, but then like at the end of the tour, our last show on tour was at the DBA 256 in Pomona.
It's our
Oh,
home.
nice, nice.
Yeah,
our home.
it was a great show too. Going back, it was
Yeah.
full.
Nice.
Yeah,
was a fun time.
DB is a pretty nice venue. So I was gonna ask, aside from music, what has been inspiring y'all lately? I mean, I know y'all are bands, so music is kind of like the main thing that you create. But what other forms of art or just like activity, hobbies have been helping you feel on the up and up as of late?
Oh, that's easy for me. I'm a photographer and a filmmaker. Aside from music, like I've always loved that style of creating art. I'm a portrait photographer. I love it. I love the feeling when I'm taking a portrait of somebody and they're like, I'm not photogenic, blah blah, you know. And then I'll take a good photo of them. And they're like, wow, I look like that. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm telling you, like look good. Like don't even worry about it. But like it's just that self thing. But like I just love the smile on people's face when they see a good photo of themselves. Like that feeling is addicting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love pop culture and I love music, so I like 9 times out of 10, literally every day, I just sit back and I rummage through the internet for albums, for music, new genres, and pretty much, and pop culture too. I love movies. I love cartoons.
Sick. Hey,
I'm
your room is super well decorated. I love it. I love seeing all the posters and everything.
Thank you. And yeah,
Can of Squirt.
there's a kind of squirt on here. You know,
That's art.
there's a bunch
man.
of CDs behind me. Goes from like Weezer to Daft Punk. It's funny. But that's what I like, and also outer space. I'm always looking at stars and planets, galaxies. I'm all over that. I love it.
I love it. That's deep.
I think for me, it's a little different because sometimes it's just everyday life. Because I just believe in just just having raw, honest emotions coming up front rather than just being implied. Like when I hear people's stories or when I meet people and how distinct each person is, sometimes it inspires me to take that in light as pure human emotion. And like I want that represented in our music to represent that kind of same state, so that we are upfronting our art and also are a part of ourselves. So
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I dig
Well
that.
said.
It was
Love
deep
it.
as fuck.
That was very good. I felt it.
you felt it.
That's fucking gnarly.
We need to write a song.
Now,
about
props to
that.
all of y'all. Props to all of y'all for having such passionate lives.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking of as well, speaking of passion, as a band, do y'all have like a bucket list? What are the sorts? How would you say? Oh yeah, I'm not good at words. I'm just gonna leave it at that. What's the bucket list? What are the things that y'all would feel like? Oh, I could die happy once this is all done.
Honestly, that's a pretty deep question for the band too.
That's the top of my head. That's an easy question for me.
Oh,
Top of my
okay.
head,
I want to hear.
Okay,
Let's hear it.
I
Okay.
could die happy if we play Japan, bro.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All
Japan,
right.
I could
Yes.
die happy.
For
I'm
me,
like,
it's like this. That's exactly the same thing. Japan, just going across the sea.
just just out of here, somewhere totally different, new, but like Japan top.
Also,
Righteous.
it'd also be nice to do like festival lineups. It'd
Yeah,
be nice to get
festivals.
on the bills for those.
Oh,
That'd be
hell yeah.
great.
I think another good one would also be like expanding our lore, because we always talk
Exactly.
about how each member of Apollo has like a certain lore to their character, why they're here, and it's more like, oh, what if like we mention our lore, but then different mediums are like, okay, let's put it in a comic, or they put it in like a
Yeah.
TV show,
Yeah.
and it's like, whoa, that's us. They're making TV for us. It'd be
Yeah,
like
that would
so
be sick,
cool. Like
Yeah,
I want to see
honestly-
Luna being a superhero. That'd be freaking dope.
It would be great to have the lore and just the opportunity to go around the world.
There was
Righteous.
one where we talked about when we first started the band, was like a bucket list one was Warp Tour.
Warped
Being
Tour,
able to
well,
just play Warp Tour. Like I don't care if we got the smallest stage or
Yeah,
we
no, I
only play
wouldn't
outside
care.
of it.
Is
but
Warped
like,
Tour happening again?
no, sadly,
Oh, you
it's
got
not-
my hopes up.
Yeah,
Well,
as
the-
soon as I heard that it was going away, I was like, I
would-
turned to
Well,
Alex.
the
I'm like,
new
oh, there goes
one,
that.
which I go to since like the second year they did, is when we were young.
Yeah, when we were
Oh.
young.
So that's like the
that.
new Warp Tour now, because all the elder emos are congregating there.
I would say this though. I guess you could say it's changing from Warped Tour to Reading or Leeds Festival.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
That'd be great too.
Yeah.
maybe collab with some celebrity bands, like bands
Yeah,
that are
like-
well known. God dang, I would like to play with Green Day. That'd be so cool.
That'd be fucking gnarly.
Or even Sum 41. They're like my dream band.
It's endless what we would like on our bucket list, honestly. But like, for the most part, we've had some pretty big accomplishments, and we played
Mhm.
some pretty cool places, and we're just happy that we were able to do that.
We're really happy with the House of Blues shows.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did House of Blues. I think this is our third. I think we did.
Yeah, third time.
Yeah, first time when we were like, getting things around. Second time was probably it was one of the best we've done.
Mhm.
But that's what I would say is our highlights right now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then sorry, Luna. I'll cut that out. I'll
Okay.
add a little.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll add a little sensor to
Put
it.
a sensor that's like a rubber ducky.
Luna had mentioned elder emos, and that did make me think about the genres that Apollo 03 sort of creates within. My question to y'all, first off, how would you my questions to y'all, first off, how would y'all describe your music now? If somebody heard like one of your songs and they were like, "Oh, what's the rest of your music sound like? Is it like this, or like what? How would you describe it? What are the words?"
I guess like it's hard to put in words, but like just let like a rabid bull go into a record shop and just smack whatever the heck you can smack, and that's our genre.
Damn.
I always consider our stuff kind of like, it's like, hey, so we have like alternative rock, then we got like, we're diving to that, like into like a bowl of shoegaze, into a bowl of
Yeah,
metal,
Yeah,
into
the shoegaze
punk.
stuff I especially love. Sorry for interrupting. I
you're
just wanted
fine.
to say I got to see y'all perform at the Doll Hut. That was one of the most recent times I'd seen y'all perform. And y'all were playing some like major dope like Julie type shit, some like Deftones type shit.
Mhm.
And that was like that's kind of like one of the big things right now. Like all the younger folks are discovering that Deftones is actually really cool, and it's not just like a mixed race chubby man moaning into a microphone. But it kind of is, but that's why we like it, you know.
It's funny too because Deftones was like out of nowhere just got huge again.
Yeah.
That there was a massive boom in Deftones,
Yeah.
and I remember
Also
like
Korn.
and Korn,
And
yeah,
Korn,
like I
and
feel like new metal
in
like,
general, yeah.
in general was just starting to again. I remember when we were making music, we're like we gotta like I want to make something really really hit wants a hit, you know,
Mhm.
make some really big hitters, and we did release Fly Away yesterday
Nice.
at the time of this recording,
Yeah.
and that one is like a love letter to shoegaze pretty much, and just the topic too is just literally out of the world, out of
Mhm.
this world, out of the galaxy, everything.
Right on.
But I would say too for genre base, I always kind of consider us just, I always put in tags and everything. I put alien punk.
Alien punk.
That's what I always put.
just
It's like steampunk, but like alien punk, you know.
Another
kinda
form.
see that too. Like you have like the main idea of Apollo is like alien plus insert rock genre. You could be anything you want, but it would still be about alien or space.
It's like a Mad Lib, you know.
Yeah.
It's like alien Mad Lib.
Like just turn the dice. Okay, so today is new metal. Let's do this. Okay, this time.
That's how it is,
It's gonna be
A lot of the
Ohio
times.
It's a
rock.
bag of tricks. That's what
Ohio
it is.
rock.
Bag of stuff.
Because at one moment we're in the mood. We're just kind of like messing around, and it's like this song kind of sounds sad, and then we're like, we just all like, I guess that's why the three of us mostly work together, and why it stuck so long with the three of us is because like once we have an idea, we all kind of click, and we're like, wait, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Why are you thinking? We're just all in sync. So like one moment we'll write a sad song, and then another moment we're just like, I just want something that I could punch a hole through the wall, and then we'll write this heavy like metal song, and then like. Or we'll just be like, we're kind of in the middle, like, let's just get a little faded and write something. And then it's like, we write the shoegaze kind of thing, you know?
Swear,
It's like
I swear, when we're songwriting, you can't stop us because it would be like, oh, this song sounds sad, and then someone's like, make it sadder, and then it's like, okay, make the guitars like piercing. It's like, yeah, let's do that.
I have a line for that.
You have a line for
snowballs
that.
so
And
hard.
we just get like into it so much, and we
And
get like all on board.
We've had people from the outside look in, and their mind just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
What the hell are you guys doing?
like it's like you guys are speaking a different language, but like we all understand each other.
It's like,
But
let's
like
put a
outside of it,
cowbell
nobody
at the
gets it.
very last beat.
It's the little things that turn into big things.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then another question I'd wanted to ask: what are genres that you feel you haven't really explored as a band that you feel you would really want to try making some songs around?
Blues.
Blues.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to make some blues.
Some white stripe
Alright.
shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Some like blues, like power injected with white stripes and friggin' like, and then like, for me, blues specifically. Do you have any that you're thinking of?
I just agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Because like we're big.
Everybody's
Jack
like,
White
yeah.
fans.
Nice, nice.
So-
What if I suggest the possibility of like the bass end of lo-fi music?
Oh,
You
lo-fi.
You know what I mean by
Oh.
lo-fi, right? Like when
Yeah.
you hear the bass track, when it's just the DJ bass part, it has a profound effect. So it's like it'll be cool, like when you combine with like bass guitar in combination, it'll be something different.
And
That's
I
a
would
great
say
idea.
maybe a little bit of like, not reggae, but just a little bit like, just something different,
Just
you know?
something funkier.
Something a little
Ska.
funkier, you know? Ska. Is another
Y'all
one
could
too.
be the
That'd be
fifth
cool.
wave of ska.
Yeah. With a little deathcore influence.
Dude, that's like
So some Dillinger in there.
dude, that's some cool advertising. Can you imagine like an alien rock band? They're like, dude, they're ska band, and they're like basically like we're on skateboards and like
Whoa.
surfing.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Aliens.
Bunch of alien stoners, dude.
Yo, that's gnarly.
That's gnarly, dude.
Dude, that's
Radical.
sick.
Fucking love that.
Totally tubular.
Dude, that'd be amazing, I swear. And they would all like these Californians.
These Californian aliens and their ska.
All right, so we're gonna wind down the cast just a little bit. I got to go to work soon. I'm doing too much, as I've probably told you. I'm a band slut. I'm a work slut. I'll take anything that gives me money. Don't quote me on that. Even though, I did want to ask just a couple more questions, just to wind down the cast a little. First off, politics. We love it. We love what happens in the world and how it affects us in a negative way. Specifically, I wanted to ask y'all, and we don't need to get too much into it. What are our thoughts on Spotify? What are our thoughts on streaming in general? I think it's shit.
I honestly think, one, it's like a good and a bad thing.
Yep.
Right.
I say it's
yin and yang.
Yeah, it's like literally a yin and yang situation.
Right.
I feel like Spotify is good for getting the music to the world.
Mm-hmm.
However, when it comes to much of the other things,
My bad.
when it gets to the other things, I would say it's like Apple Music too is the same thing. Just streaming, in my opinion, is just it's hard to really make a living really too. Just
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
yourself out there, and then it's hard to expect a lot from it too. You have to really, really like grind the internet. You really gotta push yourself.
Yeah.
Hate to break it to the internet, we're not getting paid with the Spotify.
Yeah,
Just
we're not.
saying,
Well,
we're not
most
getting paid.
most people aren't. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and if
Maybe like
if
80
anything-
cents a month.
if anything, it's like a .0002 or
Yeah.
even a 1.
It really is
So-
a double-edged sword because, like, as much as I wish I can go back to the days where, like, I wasn't even born around the time, but I wish, like, I could experience what it was like hustling CDs.
Hustling CDs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta imagine this: like, you're hustling CDs, and the only way your CDs can go across the world is through trading. Like, people were tape trading,
Word of
CD
mouth.
trading.
Mhm.
People were like bringing it all around, it's the same thing with Spotify. Like, you get more of a wider net, but the return is a lot different than if you were selling CDs.
Right.
So it's really kind of like, no matter what, we're screwed.
Also, to point out, I think if you really want to experience Apollo, my suggestion is to actually go to the live shows because it's totally different. Aside from because when you hear the track, yeah, you're gonna hear the track and it's good, it's great. You could listen to it again, but when you see the shows and see,
Go on.
it's like when you see the shows and see what it's actually like to be at the moment with us.
Mhm.
We want to rock your socks off completely every time. So it's like, yeah, you could hear our music on the streaming, but we highly suggest to go to our shows
Yeah.
in person. Highly suggest it.
Yeah.
Understood. Thoughts on Bandcamp? Thoughts on asking or requesting people actually buy your music rather than stream it?
What do you think? I mean,
Uh,
Bandcamp's always been good.
Bandcamp has always been
Right,
good
right.
because it's always a matter of like, okay, you could add a donation. It's whatever you feel
an
because
option,
you're adding
you
a
know.
donation to something you believe in,
Yeah.
and that's totally fine. Even when it's like something like GoFundMe, when we decide to like, let's say something happened and we're like, dude, we got robbed or something, and it's just basically like telling people like, we just need extra help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice when people could help directly versus just, oh yeah, I'm listening and I did this many hits and
Yeah, that's stuff I like. Like with Bandcamp, like it's like giving you the option to like, as for people like myself, like I grew up poor, so like there's like when I wanted to support my bands and stuff that I was like I couldn't really support them financially,
Yeah.
but I could support them as a fan, because
Right,
I still enjoy the music and stuff like that. So, like stuff like that speaks to me personally because of my experience growing up.
Mhm.
But like it's at the end of the day, like it's not about the money for us. It's about just getting our music out there. Because like the three of us, we were all outcasts. We were all I guess we could call the weird one. Like like
The
we just
oddballs.
the oddballs that never fit in. And then with music, we found two other people that felt the same way that we felt, and we can create music together that makes us happy. And like that's all we really care about at the end. Like I'm not trying to make millions. I'm just trying to let out these demons in my head.
Mhm.
also it's
Understood.
like it's so nice when we get to see people like after the show just talk to us how they felt about the show or they never seen anything like us or something like that. It keeps us more motivated that at least we know what we're doing is right.
Hearing that is a million times better than receiving a check. Just like going to a show, and we just go fucking crazy. And the people at first are timid because like they're shy about what the person next to them is gonna think. But we're on stage and we're doing it in front of these people, and we don't care what they think. If we're all a bunch of weirdos up there, like we don't care. We're just letting out all these emotion and demons from us, and we're just feeling great. It's like our therapy.
Right on.
And then like other people see it, and then they're like, "Oh, it's okay to be weird." You know? Like,
or even just like run into the crowd with a wireless. So we just go, just doesn't like we're not plugged, and we're just running. We're like, "Whoa, it's actually right in front of us."
I would say too that this whole thing literally is my therapy.
Yeah.
The whole band, this whole Apollo in general has been my therapy literally since day one of the whole thing we made. Seriously, it's and I don't care what people think about us and what they say. All I care about is just having a good time.
Fuck yeah. All right, one more question, then I hit the road. People in your community, your creative communities, all the different scenes y'all are part of. People you want to shout out. Let's go.
I personally want to shout out Found Footage. Great bunch of friends of ours. Children of Eden.
Thing of Twins.
Thing of Twins.
Big shout out to Thing of Twins. They're like blood to us. Like we're really close to them.
Gnarly.
Great brothers, seriously. And I also want to mention upcoming bands like Light Dazed as well.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely love them.
We love
They're
Light
great.
Dazed.
Minority as well.
Mhm.
Minority and Thing of Twins are on tour, so good luck to them.
Hell yeah.
Anybody want to say too?
I mean, I'm trying.
Oh,
to think.
Far Below Perfect also is another band.
Oh, sick.
And Break the Design.
Break the Design. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Break the Design's fucking
Yes.
gnarly. They played a show with
Much
us
love.
at Birdcage a few weeks ago. It was. Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
it's family band.
Hell yeah.
So
And also shout out. I mean, there was a lot of this, especially this summer. I've noticed a lot of bands going on tour, mainly coming from California, but in a different city like San Francisco, and
Yeah.
touring like statewide. Honestly, I want to tell all of them to just keep it up. You guys are doing great, and
Break a leg.
break a leg, and also like please take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water. I swear. Drink
summer gets
plenty.
too hot, man. It gets really
I
hot
wish
out there.
them a
Yeah.
safe journey because
Yeah.
it can get pretty, especially right now how hot it is. It can get dangerous out there driving. So
But much love to the scene and everything.
Right on.
and all the venues that
All the venues, yeah.
that given us a chance to play at.
Oops. Sorry, I just
Oh, yeah.
keep having to adjust my arm.
Don't worry, that's the intercom for the ship.
Yeah.
Speaking
I'm
of-
not trying. I'm not trying to swat this away. Just
Speaking of which, I also want to shout out to venues that continued after the pandemic, because somehow like there was a couple of venues that just stopped going, but the venues that are still going, like props to them, because they're having it hard where they have to work with new regulations and policies, and they're still keeping up with the music scene. It's just
Right on.
astounding.
Hell yeah. Yeah, props to all of them for continuing to support local bands. I want to give a big shout out to Hannah over at Melted Vinyl. Melted Vinyl is a super sick coffee shop / record shop. Super dope, like emo, post-hardcore themed. They're always playing gnarly emo tunes over the speaker. There's a Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition arcade cabinet. There's a lot of cool little picture books to read.
Sounds like my spot to go.
We gotta
Y'all
go.
gotta check it out. This is not sponsored or anything. I just I fucking love Melted Vinyl. I love Hannah, everything she does. She's like the sole owner / worker of the coffee shop. Everything that happens there, she does it. And they also hold. Oh, I thought that was your dog. My bad. They also hold really fun little, what do you call it? Like events. They had a emo karaoke a few weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
They've had Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. They've had emo prom. Yeah, go check out Melted Vinyl. They are one of SoCal's finest little institutions, and I hope that y'all will support them, or her specifically.
I was saying too. I have one too.
Oh yeah, go on ahead.
I have one place too in mind that I always love to go to. Chaos Records.
Chaos
Oh,
Records.
Chaos Records here in Covina. Absolutely great place too. Vinyl, stickers.
Awesome.
I got most of my posters from there.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
And vinyl too. And they're a local business. And they made it through it as well. They made it through the
Yep,
pandemic
yep.
and everything.
Radical.
So much love to them. And also the record company you were just talking about too.
Yeah. Fucking awesome. All right. Well, if you have any final words that you want to put out there, please let me know.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Ah, no worries. Thank y'all for letting me have you.
We are Apollo 03. We're aliens, if you haven't noticed.
They're aliens.
And
They're aliens, all right.
You'll see us drop by in our ship soon.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Don't feel shy. Go ahead and say hi to us. We don't bite. Trust me.
Fuck yeah.
I thought you about to do a rhyme and then. Don't feel shy. Say hi.
Thank you all for listening. This has been the CamerataCast. I'm your host, Andres Marquez, and I hope to catch you at an event or a show or whatever soon. Y'all have a good one.